Hello there, soul listeners. It's Aura, and we're here to do another collective message. I might be doing some more of these in the future, but I would like to keep doing these if you guys enjoy them. So, for this collective message, I feel like it was something very specific. And so, when I was in meditation, I heard children laughing and playing together. And there was an age difference. And it was almost as if one is a bit older than the other, maybe 10 years or more. But there was a significant difference between these two children. And they were laughing and playing together in a sandbox, and the older child being more gentle with the other. They were very kind and genuine to the other. There was no secrecy or, secret agenda or anything like that. This literally could be two children with different parents, or with the same parents, or this could be a representation of the spirits of two people in love. So maybe they met when they were a little younger, or maybe they met at a particular time in their life when neither one of you was ready. But it feels like whatever happened, it was the divine's way of interfering, because neither one of you was particularly ready. But it's almost as if now the both of you are. It feels like maturity sort of had to occur, especially for this particular person. They had to mature. Also, you may hear some drops on the roof. It is kind of raining right now. So I want to start with the Kipper for these messages and go from there and see what comes out. So we have message. We also have toil and labor. See, I feel like this is the divine's way of kind of letting you know that they've put the work into themselves. They've matured. And I feel like, maybe you're going to be put off guard by this, especially when they message you or when they say what they have to say. But I feel like it could also be misconstrued for how they were in the past, or how they have treated somebody in the past. But they've done the work. They've done the work on themselves. Underneath the deck, we do have message of concern, but we also have journey. So this individual could also be at a distance. They might have to travel from a distance. Yes, top of the deck, we have thoughts here. Let's see, top of the deck, we have thoughts. So I feel like this individual maybe suddenly comes across your mind, or you have really come across theirs at a particular time, especially because it's towards the end of the year, Christmas. They could be very much thinking about the holidays. How are they going to spend the holidays? That's what it feels like here. So I want to get some clarification. I'm going to pull out the Rider-Waite Tarot, and let's get some more messages. But I feel like someone is also writing something down, kind of maybe drafting a message. How are they going to speak? How are they going to kind of say what they have to say? But they've put the work in. That's what I do keep hearing. They've put the work into themselves, toil and labor. They've worked on themselves. They have grown. They have matured. Maybe in the past, they didn't really treat you how they should have treated you. But I also feel like Spirit is asking you to sort of forgive them. 6 of Swords underneath the deck here. So they might have to travel from a distance. That's the energy that I'm picking up right now. They might have to travel to see you. Okay, so what is this message? What is this message? So we have the 3 of Cups in the reverse with the 2 of Swords underneath the deck at this time. Okay, so I feel like this hasn't happened yet for a lot of you. This hasn't really happened yet. Yes, it hasn't happened just yet. I feel like it is being organized by the divine. 2 of Swords underneath the deck. 2 of Swords with the 3 of Pentacles underneath the deck. So, because this feels like an orchestration by the divine. Perhaps there was some hesitancy in the past. So perhaps there also there's an age difference here. I'm hearing anywhere from 5 years to 10 years maybe, and I'm also 7 years age difference. I also feel like within the last couple years too, there was opportunity to get together, but it just didn't happen. I feel like somebody ghosted the other. Someone retracted and pulled their energy back. It feels like there was a lot of hesitancy. Someone didn't feel like it was the right time, or just, it feels like the energy was too intense for the other one. So they kind of let it go. Tower. Yes. So this is going to be very shocking. This is something that is going to be very sudden, out of nowhere, out of the blue. It's almost like this message is probably going to shock this person, whoever is receiving this message. And whoever is receiving the message, the other person has to travel a distance to get to them, to see them, to talk to them, to speak to them, to see them face to face. Nine of Swords underneath the deck, and we also have the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like there's a little bit of fear here. Maybe they have, it's like they've come a long way, but they also don't want to be pushed away. They don't want someone to push them away. So let's take a look at this toil and labor. Yeah, they've put the work in. Look at that. Queen of Cups. We also have the Empress here. Judgment in the reverse underneath the deck, but then we have the Ace of Swords in the upright position. So it kind of feels like someone was very hesitant on making a decision, but it's like, I don't feel like this is really one-sided either. It's not like someone has more love for the other person. No. But I also feel like it's not just one-sided where someone was doing work either. Heavy feminine energy as well. So someone could be very heavily spiritual. Someone could be very, they're in their Empress energy. They are the Empress. They are embodying the Empress at this time. Queen of Cups, so very intuitive, very receptive of specific energies as well. They've heavily worked on themselves. And they know what they want and they know what they deserve. Maybe some Libra energy here as well. Libra and Scorpio. Scorpio energy is here. Queen of Pentacles. Aquarius, the star underneath the deck, Aquarius energy. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, things are coming around. Changes are happening at this time. The wheel is kind of turning. Someone's name starts with a T, maybe a J. And I'm also hearing their name could start with an H, M, A. But there's some heavy, someone has done a lot of work on themselves. This energy also feels like this is being orchestrated, or this is about to be orchestrated. It's still brewing right now, still like baking in the oven, still being orchestrated by the divine. Yeah. Six of Cups. Someone blocked this at one point, ghosted, disappeared. It's like they knew what they were kind of doing, but they didn't really know what they were doing. See, and this is like my vision with the children in the play box. They're playing together. They know each other. They've known each other before. They've experienced, or they're laughing together. They're smiling together. They're happy with one another. There's I can't pronounce it. Familiarity. Familiarness between one another. But someone ghosted, someone blocked the other, they just weren't ready at that particular time. And maybe, maybe you kind of held a little bit of grudge against, their actions, their whatever it is that they did. But the energy was too intense for them. It was too intense. So now they're reflecting back on all of that, but they're also seeing a bigger picture here, because now they're understanding what it is that they had to do, to kind of see this other person in a new light. and that just came out. And we also have the Knight of Cups with the Moon. So I'm not sure when the next full moon is. I feel like the last full moon has cleared up a lot of things where there was confusion. I feel like this is something that has happened in the past with them. But now they're a Knight of Cups. So now it's like they have worked so hard on themselves and they have so much love for this other individual. They do. Okay, let's get a couple more messages in here. Yep. See, so it's brewing. It's still brewing, but they're getting ready to come forward. They're getting ready to travel. They're getting ready to, whatever it is that they have to do, they're getting ready to come forward. They're getting ready to make themselves known. Now, you know, like I said, it's still brewing. It's still in the works here. So, you know, maybe there's a little bit of patience. See? Knight of Pentacles underneath the deck. But the moment that they're ready, you know, maybe Mercury retrograde, once Mercury retrograde is completely over, and I believe today is like the last day. The 14th is the last day for the Mercury retrograde. They won't feel as blocked anymore. They won't feel, you know, they won't feel like there isn't a way forward or there isn't a specific way forward. It's kind of like one day they're like, yep, I'm going to do it. Yep, I'm going to do it. And then the next they're in this Two of Swords and maybe, you know, there's some details in there that they have to work out, but they're going to do it. They are going to do it. They've made up their mind. They are going to do it. Okay, so let's get some. Yep. Nine of Swords. There's, you know, a little bit of fear there, but I feel like they're letting go of that fear because they've been working on something. They've been working on something very solid, tangible, genuine, not like before. I feel like you're going to be very shocked at whatever they say. And it's not going to be like when you dealt with them in the past. It's not going to be like that. But they do have a lot of things that they want to tell you. They have a lot to share with you. And the question is, are you going to be open? Are you going to be open to receiving what they have to say? Wow. King of Cups. Yep. King of Cups with the Nine of Wands. So maybe you're going to be a little bit guarded. We have the King of Cups with the Queen of Cups here. Wow. So, you know, the question here is someone going to be guarded with their emotions, or are they going to be open to receiving? Are they going to be open to receiving what it is that they have to say? Nine of Cups. I feel like a lot of you are, you know, once you see this person or once you actually see them in person, it's going to be a lot different for you. Because I feel like a lot of one side of the energy right now is in this Nine of Wands. We also have some fire here too. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up this reading there. If this resonated with you, I hope that you enjoyed these messages. And until next time, I'm Aura, and this is A Twin Flame Journey.